Hey there, welcome to Soulfully Illumined and this video. What we're going to do in this video is we are going over what are you being aligned for. There is so much intensity in the air. We've been going through so much as a collective with a lot of like moon energies, eclipse energies, solar flares, etc., etc., etc. And if you're feeling the energies and the intensity of life, please know you're not alone. And this reading is to provide you with ease, insight, peace, whatever Spirit wants to bring forth for you. Okay? So go ahead and feel into the piles. We have 3 piles here today. We have pile 1 with the blue calcite. We have pile 2 with the Dalmatian jasper crystal. And then we have number 3 here. Pile 3 has the moonstone. Okay, so go ahead and feel into each pile, scroll down below and click on your timestamp, and I will see you there. See you soon. Hey there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. What are you being aligned for? We got so much energies around us and within us that we're shifting and transmuting, and we're, gosh, who knows what else. And so this reading is like, what are you being aligned for? What is this? Where is this leading you? That's kind of what it's for. So let's get some clarity. You picked pile 1, which is the blue calcite. We're actually going to do this card last. I'm going to bring it out here, up here. We need some room. We're going to start off with the situation. Okay, so for pile 1. So for pile 1, Spirit, what is this current situation? Okay. What is the current situation? Okay. So for you, pile 1, we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 7 of Cups upright, choices and opportunities and not being able to see very clearly, maybe holding on a little bit too tight. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, okay? An opportunity, a situation, an investment, something material coming in for you. So what I'm getting here for you, pile 1, it just feels like as far as what's been going on for you, it's you've been going through a transformation, right? Hence this reading. But it's like you've been going through this transformation, and it's been like it's been a difficult one where you can't really see where you're going. There may be opportunities that have surrounded you or that have come towards you that, you know, don't really feel that great. And it's been a little bit of a difficult journey because, well, you've been at it for a while and it feels like you're tired, but it also feels like you've been holding on too tight. And maybe for some of you, maybe trying too hard to get certain things done, to achieve certain things, to maintain a sense of stability in your life. And it's been difficult because it feels like what's been happening was like this narrow focus, this just narrowing of focus of, I don't know, a focus of where you've been putting your attention, where you've been putting your time. And that could be worry. That could be based on indecisiveness or just like not sure. You've been in your mind a lot. Things like that happening around you, or maybe some instability in your current reality in your life at this point, or you have been experiencing where, you know, certain foundations have been just crumbling around you or don't feel so secure anymore. Where it once did is no longer feeling secure. So I noticed that like with these 2 cards, I'm just kind of being brought to the sense, like the emotions, even here with the bottom of the deck, the sense of feeling emotionally unstable, emotional unrest is kind of what I'm feeling, hearing as well. And that's shifting for you. Like, that's shifting for you. So what you're being aligned to here for pile 1 collective spirit, new beginnings, success in reverse, and yeah, okay, I get that. Okay, and then strength, bottom of the deck, beauty in reverse. Okay, so pile 1, we're going to start off with the new beginnings here. There's a change that's happening. You're being aligned to a change in your life, a new way of doing things, a new way of working with your money in a way that brings you from a constricted state, more of like a fight or flight state, to spreading your wings with the butterfly here and moving into a space of allowing, being in like an excited, more inspired way of being, in a way of making your money, in a way of expressing yourself. It's just, you're moving and you're being aligned to a different way of being in the world. Like, you have a 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and you're going from a 4 in a reverse into a double 4 upright. And this sense of 4 being about stability, the sense of going from one way of living your life in a way that really wasn't fulfilling and wasn't very stable, and moving into a time of a firm foundation with the double 4s, really holding true to your expertise, your way of doing things in a way that really supports you. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. And I'm getting, especially with that blue calcite crystal and the blue in this card, this sense of protection around you and a very strong will that you carry. And you may not feel like that, because I feel like that energy is more activated when, not that the protection, I feel like the protection for you is always there, but this strong will of yours is activated when you're not in the lower frequencies of survival. You'll find that as you're becoming more and more aligned, pile 1, right? You get a greater sense of self, a greater sense of support and comfort within yourself. You'll find that your will, what you choose, what you want, the way you want to express yourself will become quicker. It'll become more powerful and potent. It just will become more palpable. And you're moving into that time. You're being aligned to that. And you're doing that, right? I feel like the energies have been impacting your thought processes, how you've been thinking. There's been a clearing out of some clutter in your mental body, and thus impacting the way that you see the world. If you're not finding that yet, pay attention to your thought processes, because that's going to impact your vision later. You might still be going through the whole, mind stuff, clearing out the mind stuff, clearing out the old, cleaning out, like soothing certain edges in your thought process. So that's happening to lead you to this new beginning and a new way of seeing the world, being in the world, and expressing yourself. Okay, so here with the 7 of Cups and the success in reverse, the way you're going to be doing things. So it's interesting, I spoke about being, and now I'm going into doing with the 7 of Cups. And 7 of Cups is about like opportunities and things like that. But it could be that, like, it feels like you haven't really been able to maybe make a decision or choose the path that best works for you. And this is because of the state that you've been in. Because the choices that you make are based on, well, the choices you have made have been based on where you are energetically, mentally, emotionally, and everything that you've been carrying up to this point. And so it's been difficult to do that. But through the process of this, it's like Spirit's been giving you hints, Spirit's been helping you along, helping you through this. And again, they're bringing me back to emotions here, or the water element. The water is so key for you, Pal 1. It really helps to fuel you. And it's like you're being aligned to a different version of success. Okay? With the success being in reverse. Because with the 7, it's like you've gone through so much growth and evolution, okay? In your, in your spiritual growth, in your process of life, that now it's like this accumulative or culmination part of your journey where it's like, now it's time to do things differently. And you're being aligned to that by invoking more of the emotional body. So you may have felt a little bit more run down or worn out or a little cluttery in the mind. It's because that's not the tool that Spirit wants you to emphasize at this point. They want you to emphasize the heart. They want you to utilize your heart. And you're being aligned more to utilizing that heart space of yours. And please know, like, you are so you're so self-sufficient, you're so efficient, you're so like you can get stuff done even if you're crawling on the ground. But they're saying, no, we want to show you a different way. We want to show you where the joy is, where the real success is. Success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. And I said that the timer said 11:11. You're moving into a state of greater integrity where it's the past, the old ways are being cleared out so you can make room for something that's more emotionally fulfilling for your soul. For you. And there's an aspect of your inner child that wants to come out to play, an aspect that you have yet to really see. But you will see as you continue through this process, it's starting to peek out. And you'll know that that's what it is because it'll make you laugh, it'll make you smirk, it'll make you giggle. It'll just, I don't know, it's just something about that rebellious child self of yours that's just going to want to peek out, okay? I don't know if you heard that car honk outside, but it was like confirmation. It's like, yep. But know that, take your time with the process, like you're, with the 1-2 here and just the way that this gentleman's face is, it's like, don't stress out, don't try too hard, because that's not where it's coming from. This alignment is shifting you from analysis, logic, into a space of intuition, feeling. And I'm hearing love. So, and then here with the Ace of Pentacles to strength. Again, we got another 7 with the 34, 7, 7. Ace here. So with the Ace of Pentacles coming through, right? You have so much strength, like I said, to manifest, to create. And where it's like, look at his hands in this card. Like he's been working it. He's been really working hard to build to manifest this one pentacle. You're being aligned to something greater, Pile 1. And with strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, eye, and power. There's something about state of being that's coming through in this card, where you're being aligned to a greater state of being within yourself. Again, it's that will, it's that strength, it's the power, it's the grace of knowingness of who you are and what you can build. And it's interesting because when you're in that state of this knowingness, things come easier. Like I said before, you have that will, but it's like when you're in that place of fight or flight or survival mode, it's like you got to work harder to get it done. You're being aligned to a higher state, a more creative and fulfilling state, where being in that frequency holds you in a position of power, where things, you don't have to work so hard to get something done, because you exude it. It's like Joe Dispenza's work, you know, being in that state of meditation or feeling of your manifestation, right? Getting into that quantum point where you feel it. You feel the, oh my God, I'm sorry. Why can't I speak today? I'm super slow today. My apologies. But I hope I'm getting this message across. It's like you're moving, you're being aligned to this greater state of being, okay, with the Strength card, where you just exude the magnitude of your existence, of your power. And you just exuding it, knowing that you don't have to hold up that shield. You got it. You're holding it, but you don't have to hold it up to guard everything. You just holding it within your presence is good enough. People know not to impact you. Okay, so it's kind of like that. I hope that made sense. I really do. But with the bottom of the deck here with the Six of Swords, it's like you're really being taken into smoother waters, Pile 1, and especially with the help of, like, again, protection with this blue calcite stone here. It's like you are being protected, you are being guided at this point. Sorry, I just want to see, is she pulling her hair? It looks like she's pulling her hair, right? And with this card and Three of Pentacles, like you're being taken to smoother waters by rebuilding a foundation with the Three of Pentacles underneath that. You're being taken to smoother waters by rebuilding your foundation with the Three of Pentacles here. And because you've done the work, like you know what serves you and what doesn't. And as you continue to make those choices of the things that do, the things that are clear, the things that light up your heart, you'll find that this alignment will become easier and quicker for you, okay? Because you have, gosh, you're being aligned to a greater state of being, success, emotional fulfillment, and new beginnings where you can actually soar, all right? So we're going to end this reading with guidance from Spirit to ease this process for you, okay? And which one are we ending with? We're going to end with this, the Ascendant Masters Oracle deck. Oh. So we have Jesus with Open Your Heart to Love. And then we have Find Blessings in Your Current Situation with Krishna. So here with Open Your Heart, I notice it's like right here, how that came out right here. Open your heart to love. It's difficult when you've had to go through a lot, isn't it? It's really difficult to open up your heart and to trust that everything's okay. And so the guidance here for you, Pile 1, is to be gentle with yourself and be gentle with the steps that you're taking currently. Take it step by step, moment by moment, because as you do, every step matters and every step is a part of that firm foundation for this new beginning. Allow things to unfold. Don't hold on too tight. If you're going to hold on to something, hold on to your gentleness. Hold on to your heart. Okay? Find the blessings in your current situation here. Some of you are going to have to work for a little while longer. Work a little hard for a little while longer. But there's something about the energy of the situation. And you're being asked to find the blessing in your current situation. So it could be that some of you have thought that by now you would have reached a certain point, or you would have reached a certain point. You're being asked to make peace with where you are. That's the final key for you. Find the blessing in the current situation and invoke that emotion as you do so, whether it be that emotion or feeling of peace, gratitude, appreciation. Invoke the feeling. It's going to help you through it faster with greater ease. Okay? And lastly, I'm being brought to the beauty in reverse, and that's number 4. And it's what they're saying here with this is that you are moving, Pile 1, into a more beautiful time, a more supportive time. Unfortunately, it's going to change bit by bit each day, and by you finding the beauty or the blessing, a B and a B, that might be symbolic for you, or it might be something you might come up later. What was I saying? I can't remember now. Something about once you find the beauty and the blessing in the situation, it's just, I feel like it's just going to flip. And create inspiration. There's something that's going to come through when you finally, or you fully accept where you are and find the blessing in it, or the blessings in it. Okay? So, Pile 1, that is your reading. Pile 1, I forgot to pull your final card. I felt like it was complete, but I just saw it at the end. You had picked the blue calcite. The final card you picked was motion and air. Card 22. That's so funny. I feel like this is a perfect way to end it. Motion forward. For those of you that have been stuck, you're moving forward, and you're moving forward in a way, like I said, that's supportive to you. You're moving forward in a space of freedom with the horse there. And I don't know, there's some momentum that's building within you. And I don't know if you're feeling it. Like if you're feeling some pressure now and again within your body, it's almost like this revving up of an engine. But this is such an important key and process that I talked about here that is really just like setting the tone for the revving up and getting you out of the darkness and moving you more so into the light. Yeah, and then look at that. You got the 22 here as well. That might be symbolic for you as well. So to end this reading, Pile 1, that's your final card. It's time for freedom. It's time for freedom. You are being aligned to freedom. And you'll find that as you do that step by step and choosing what makes you happy or fulfilled or brings you peace, you will come out of the fog. I don't know if you can see that, the fog. And not only that, because the way that these people came out here, if you've been feeling lonely, Pile 1, if you've been feeling alone in this process, let me tell you, you're not alone, and you're going to see them more and more clearly as you come out of this fog. Okay, you are being aligned for not only your own energetic integrity, okay, and everything else that comes with that, but greater success and people that surround you that really support you. Okay, so pile 1, that is the end of your reading. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. Let's see, what are you being aligned for? So if you picked the Dalmatian Jasper, this reading is for you. We are going to look at this card last. I'm going to put that right over here. Okay, perfect. So let's get into it. So for pile 2 viewers and collective. Oh, thank you. Pile 2 collective, what's going on? What is going on with them, Spirit? Too many. Too many. Pile 2. Pile 2 collective. What's going on? Lots of running. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, pile 2. Excuse me, sorry. So, pile 2, I feel like there's a lot of mind stuff happening. A lot of stuff, go, go, go. Gotta get this done, gotta get that done. That's the kind of energy. It's like you're doing a lot. You're getting a lot of things done. I just feel like that mind of yours is just keeps going and keeps going. And it's like I don't know if you're stuck in the rat race or like there's a lot of stuff going on in your mind in general. But notice how like with the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Swords here, like why does he have his hoodie on his head? Like, why does he have his hoodie on his head? Like, is that necessary? It's not raining or anything. Like, why do you have your hood? Why are you covering yourself for? Oh, it's this way. Well, no, let's keep it this way. So I just feel like here with you, pal, too, like situation-wise, I feel like it's like you're going. It's like there's a lot happening. You're very active. You're moving. You're getting things done. Your mind is really active. There's a lot happening within you. Okay, I feel like there's a bit of chaos around you, but notice how that just balances here with this Queen of Pentacle energy. I just want to clarify on that. What's the clarify on the Queen of Pentacles? We got the 7 of Cups. Such contrasting cards. And then you know what? Give me a clarifier for the Knight of Swords. We have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like you're going too fast, right? And then here, 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Okay, I'm going to just actually put that down here. Yours is going to be a little bit messy. Let me tell you, your reading's going to be a little messy. Choices, judgment. Okay. All right. So Knight of Swords, we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse, right? They're like they're movement cards and you're going too fast. So it feels like what's happening right now is you're moving too fast. There's too much. And this could be like this sense of, and I keep being drawn to his bow and arrow thing here. Your mind is sorry, it's taken me a while, but your mind has been really hyperactive. That's what it feels like. You have a lot of action oriented cards here where the mind is really hyperactive. And it's as though you're trying to get something done. Pile 2, it's like you're really trying to get something done and be somewhere or get something done. But there's this shift that's happening with you. And I'll get into that in a second. And you are such a doer. Like, I feel like you're such a capable person. But there's this shift that happens here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups here. Notice how with the Emperor, he's holding, I don't even know what the name of that chess piece is. And then she's holding the Pentacle. It's as though like you've really been, there's been choices that you've had to make. And it's like you've been really strategic and trying to make specific decisions and to do specific things to lead you to greater, it could be greater prosperity. It could be to just basically something that you wanted. That's what I'm getting here. And it's like you've been really at it. You've been really, really at it, like head down in the grind of things. Now, what are you being aligned to? What are you being aligned to? What is all of these energies aligning you to? Thank you. We have Justice. Success. Psychic protection in reverse. Prosperity. Okay, so I'm just going to move these up so that way you can see them a little better, hopefully. And there. And then we're going to bring this up a little more and up a little more. Okay, by the justice, by the power of 3 by 3, Matt deliver justice to me. Yeah. So you're being aligned to greater balance, to align to greater balance and greater harmony. Because I feel like for a while now, like with the 5 and change, it's like you've been moving in a way that's not super supportive for the things that you want. And it's like you've kept your eye on the prize, but what I'm getting here is that the prize isn't necessarily in the way that you're working it isn't necessarily going to bring you the happiness that you want. And the one thing about the Dalmatian jasper crystal, it's something that I read, which is it helps with boredom and exhaustion. And I find that they're like two extremes to some degree. It's like boredom is like, you know, you're bored, you're not doing anything, you're bored. Exhaustion can happen when you overdo something, right? So it's like these two extremes. And here with the justice is you finding that balance between going too fast versus being bored and doing nothing at all. Because I feel like right now it's like you've been going really fast, and this could just be in the mind, pal, too. This doesn't necessarily be physically, you're doing a lot in your day and so forth. There's something here about you slowing it down a notch. And I just feel like because his head is covered, it's more mental, especially considering it's the swords, it's more mental that you've just been going. And you're being called to slow down. You're being brought back to center. So you may find that things aren't quite progressing as you want them to. Things aren't necessarily working out so much for you. It just could be that maybe you have some body aches and pains. Maybe you're really tired at certain moments. It's there to kind of help you to heal, to slow down and bring you back to center. Because you're moving in through a gateway right now of going from a really extreme state and moving into a time of a more balanced state for you. And as you do so, you're then able to really open yourself up to allow yourself to receive. And it's hard to receive when you're constantly going. And I'm being brought here now to the Lovers. Yes, we all saw that one flip out. It says the Lovers, which is another card of, you know, it is a card of soulmates, relationships. But I'm really being drawn to the red and the idea of choices in your physical reality, and really utilizing and picking certain things that really give you more joy versus just getting to the end game. It's the process that will take you there. Pile 2. It's the process. It's not just getting there. It's the fun in getting there. That is important to your success. I don't know. It's just coming out of my mouth. So here with the success, it says success that's true belongs to me, success with honor, integrity. And here, like, what is this? The 7 of Swords. With the 7 of Swords, it's like moving away from the old, moving away from a system that doesn't quite serve you, and moving towards a system that is molded to you and what you need, being the emperor that you are. And that's what you're being aligned to. And I feel like you know this already. I feel like you've already been getting insight and inspiration about the next aspect. Like, look at the light coming through here, and then you have the sun coming through here on top of him there. All right, so I feel like you've been getting that insight, the divine insight from spirit, about your next steps, about, you know, what's going to work from you. But the state and finding the balance between doing and being is really important, because this is something that I said to pile 1, and it's coming through again, is like, look at him, look how roughed up he is, right? He's here trying to make decisions, you know, trying to get things, like trying to make decisions and trying to get things organized. And look how beat up he is. Versus here, the Queen of Pentacles, she's this nurtured, stable person of this knowingness of what she is, who she is, and the provider to some degree of who she is. So here, it's like moving from one state to another. And so you're being aligned to this higher state of being. Pile 3, pile 2, where you're able to make better choices that support your integrity. And with the psychic protection, it says, around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. There's something here about, like, yeah, psychic protection, about, I feel like with you, pile 2, like you're, I don't know if it's hyper-stimulated. You're either hyper-stimulated or super sensitive, or your brain just works at a higher capacity. But there's something about you where you're so highly functioning that it's like you have to be a little bit more mindful about what comes in or what comes through, because you can suck in so much, but some of that may not be as supportive for you. And you're moving, there's a clearing of some sorts that's happening through this process of slowing down. That's clearing out some of that old clutter and making you more mindful about what comes in, what input you're allowing in, and what output is pertinent in the moment. There's a shift in your consciousness through the mind. And also, I feel like with you, pal, too, there may be some sort of heart activation that's happening to slow, I'm hearing, slow your roll, buddy, slow your roll. It's like there's a heart activation that may be happening for you that's coming through to help balance the mind. Balance the mind, because it's almost like you're in fight or flight, like especially with the guy with the knife here. It's like he's ready to go. He's ready. He's on guard. He's ready to go. He's getting things done, but he's on guard as he's hyperstimulated. That's kind of the sense that I'm getting here. I don't know. But that's shifting for you. You're going through a major rebalancing. A major rebalancing. And there's something here with the Emperor. Take it if it resonates. That's coming through. Action doesn't necessarily lead to success. Doing, like, checking off everything on your list doesn't equate to success. It means you got a lot of things done. Fan-freaking-tastic, right? But success, and maybe this is just my experience. It's not just my experiences. I'll tell you, it is what it is. Like, when you're in a state of being, of knowing who you are, it just, the reality around you shifts. And it's like this alignment, what's happening with you, for you, is to help bring you back to this state of alignment. Working in your power. And your power, like, you're highly functioning. And so if you can be highly functioning at extremes, can you imagine what you're at center point? In balance, in the present moment. You're a supernova. There we go. That. All right, so we're going to end this reading. Actually, we're going to almost end this reading with any guidance from Spirit. Final message, final messages, final messages. Ooh, for pile 2. Teacher. Okay. Pile 2, if this reading has resonated with you, my description and all of that has resonated with you, I want you to know that you will be teaching others, because there's so many of you, like there's so many that need you out there that are just at that really quick pace that, I don't know, there's so many that are just going to need you. And you're being set up, you are being primed to become that teacher. Okay, it's I don't know, I'm just feeling it so intensely that there's just really something in this journey for you where I believe at times it's been super hard, where you're going to come out and just be a teacher and be a healer for those people that really need it. Okay, interesting with the energy healing card. And I do feel like the going slow or going really fast has served you well. Pile 2. I feel like it really has, and I feel like maybe by going to those extremes, there's something about like maybe transmuting everyone through those spectrums of the extremes, because we have extremes and then you have like all of the people in between, and you are a traveler. And it's like you can go from one extreme to another in that frequency and just clear it. And maybe that's why it's like maybe you've been kind of like going through that spectrum. You clear it as you move through it. There's so much to this that we just don't even know, and people label it as one deficit or another, when meanwhile it's brilliance. It's truly brilliance. Find the blessing in your current circumstance or situation with Krishna. I feel like that is going to help harmonize this process for you and really give you some ease and peace during this process of coming back to center. I'm hearing coming back to justice. As you find the blessing in the current circumstance or situation, pal 2, I feel like it's easier to be in the present moment. It's easier to be in that situation instead of wanting to, just get through it, or, rush through it, or fight through it, or whatever. Because ultimately, like, there's no right or wrong, pal 2, but I feel like you're dancing through these situations so well and in your own way. And it's like they're like with Krishna here and the flute, it's like you're playing things your way. And just know this, that it doesn't have to be the same way as everybody else, because you are so flippin' unique. And your song or dance may be completely different. And you know what? That's amazing. We need more people like that. Just something to think about, okay? So that's the end of your read. No, it's not. I forgot about this before too. So the final card you got here, marine life, richness. Talk about diversity and being different, right? This is your final card. I want to bring that a little closer. Look how many colors, look how many different shapes and organisms are in this picture. Versatility is the word that I'm getting as I look at this card. Versatility, diversity, is just, you have this ability. There's so many versatile gifts that you have that are prosperous that you don't even realize. And I feel like you've been using one facet of your gifts for a while now, but I feel like through this process of this alignment, your hood's coming off. You're going to be showing yourself to yourself, but showing yourself to the world. And some people may not see it, pal 2, and that's okay. They don't need to, or it's just not part of their journey, but you'll see it. And when you do, it's going to change everything. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. And that's what you're being aligned for. All right, pal 2, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was of value to you. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Yeah, take care. Bye. Hey there, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out what you are being aligned for. Lots of intense energies, lots of shifting and transformations that have been happening within us and around us. Let's see what's happening for you or what you're being aligned for. So if you picked this moonstone crystal or pal 3, this reading is for you. We're going to peek at this card later, more closer to the end. But we're going to start off with what's happening. What is happening for pal 3 collective? So for pal 3 collective and viewers, what's happening right now? Taking a while, huh? Pile 3. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Okay, we got the Hierophant. Page of Swords, bottom of the deck here. Okay. Let's bring that up a little higher. Okay, so for you, pile 3, I feel like you know, what's currently happening in your life right now is that, you know, you're really smart. You have a lot of creative ideas. You're really passionate. You have high standards when it comes to your life. You have ideas that you're implementing, that you're bringing forth into your reality, which is amazing. Yeah, like I really do feel like that. And it's like, and yet you still have so much more that you want to bring into your world. And that could be like just different creative ideas that you want to integrate, just different goals that you want to attain or achieve. There's just actually a lot around you that maybe you're working on, but then and a lot that you'd like to do and bring into the world. Like you're filled with passion. You have a lot to offer people. But with the 3 of Pentacles being in reverse, it feels like things haven't really been formulating in your reality. Meaning that the building of the structures, the building of the foundations, the support systems, they haven't really been there, or they haven't really been I shouldn't say haven't been there, more like it hasn't been physically manifested maybe the way that you want it to. And I know how frustrating and infuriating that can be. But with the Hierophant here, I feel like it's kind of, you've been not really forced, but you've had to walk a path. You've had to walk a traditional path and way. Interesting. You have the 8 and then you have the 3 and you have a 5. Those numbers might resonate for you, or they might be symbolic for you in some way. And you have like this creative flow to you, pile 3, but I feel like you've been called to a different way, a different route, where you've wanted to go some way, but Spirit's been kind of driving you into another direction. Now let's see, I'm gonna pull these. Let's see what you're being aligned to, so I can connect the dots a little better. We have Glamour in reverse, Fertility, Study, Victory. Beautiful. Let me get a little comfy. Let me come a little closer to you here. All right, so let's get into it. So with the 8 of Pentacles here, right, and then you have Glamour in reverse, it says, into this mirror I now see the realms of possibilities. And you are one to see the realms of possibilities. And it could be that maybe you're not seeing them right now. They're there, because I'm seeing with you, you're connected to so many different things. And that might be intuitively, that's maybe why that moonstone's coming up for you. It's like you are primed, you are ready. Like there's so many ideas that are within you. And it may be that here with the light, are you distracted, pile 3? Okay. This is it. I'm sorry. I'm going off on like, okay, we're going to just call it. I feel like you're a bit scattered. I feel like there's a bunch of different directions, different things that are happening around you, or just different roads that you want to take. But you're being called towards a specific path very strongly. And it's a path that's going to lead you to victory, pile 3. And so the direction that may be of more interest or more glamorous or more like, you know, logically you know, you've seen it done in your world. That, I feel like, is not the path that spirit wants to lead you towards. Use your intuition, of course, I'm pointing to the stone. Use your intuition and discernment while you watch this video, but also while you're going through your reality, going through your life. Because your intuition is very strong right now, because it's trying to point you in a direction that is better for you. And it's like, you might like the excitement, you might like the joy, you might like, you know, all of the glitz and glam, but spirit is saying you're going to get more out of this direction. And that may be why some of the ideas that you've had haven't really been working. They haven't really been supporting you very well. It's because they're not really in alignment with you. Fertility, let all take root, seed and sprout, let new life be all about. It's like there's been lacking, and there's fertility that wants to come through for you, Pile 3, but it may not be in the way that you really want it to be. And that's why I feel like with the Hierophant, I feel like that's spirit laughing. Sorry, I'm just seeing the spirit laughing. Because I heard this yesterday, and like, God has a funny sense of humor. I think it was on Outlanders. I was watching season 7 last night. And that's what I'm getting here, is like, sometimes the things or the opportunities that we don't want are the ones that we need. And I feel like you're being called down a path that, like, look how she has the book here, and then here, bottom of the deck, she has a book here too, right? And understudy, it says, let my mind be clear and strong, let me study well and long. There's a path spirit is leading you towards, and it's clear. If it's not clear, it may be time to clear out the clutter. So the next steps are evident. You know what's true for you. But what's being aligned for you is the next phase of your journey. A phase or an end goal that's going to be more fulfilling for you. That's really going to fill your cup and help maintain your balance and integrity. Victory. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. With the 35 here. And with the 36 here, it may require some study. But through that action of study, Pile 3, it's going to lead you to some ideas. You will be drawn to ideas. Spirit will take you to ideas that will bring forth that fertility. Allow the change to sprout, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you're moving into a different way of being. Pile 3. And I feel like a lot of this is like career stuff for you. There's a change in the way of, I think also how you're seeing yourself as well. That's actually going to really help to align you to, I don't know, greater possibilities, greater opportunities, some new innovations even. So let's continue on with the Ascended Master Oracle deck. So guidance, please, from Spirit. We have freedom in reverse. Oh, I didn't see that. Follow your heart. I'm going to pull one more. Thank you. Coming out of the closet in reverse. Retreat to nature. Okay. There's a path of study or like some sort of learning that's really going to take you to greater heights. It's going to take you out of this sense of feeling trapped or caged. And really bring you towards, I don't know, your victory here. So you're being called to really follow your heart with St. Francis here And with the goat, or the goat, is that a goat? I think that's a goat. A goat, to me, it's representing like this sense of gentleness, being gentle with yourself and following the path of peace. Because as you feel that peace, you bring in the opportunities that match it, that match that sense of peace for you. Because I feel like as much as you have genius ideas and you're pretty darn brilliant, some of those things that may be on your plate may not be supported for the energy that, I don't know, supports your soul. So with St. Francis here, it's saying follow your heart, because your heart will lead you to a place of great fertility and opportunities. Excuse me. Yeah. And with the Amaterasu card, come out of the closet. Notice how she's in reverse. I think in some degree, Pile 3, you've been in the closet by doing things that are more conventional, more in a space of what's been done. And you're very creative. You are very creative. You are really connected to spirit. And there's an aspect of you that wants to come through, an aspect that's just different, that is almost angelic or out of this world, that wants to come through you. So as much as you may be out there and you're doing things or whatnot, with this, there's an aspect of you that's been in the closet, that is really wanting to come through. And it's connected to the study. And really following your heart and intuition about what really feeds your soul. Let me study well and long. And what makes you want to do it and just dig right into it? I don't know. There's something about that, and meld and mesh into it. I hope that's making sense. This will help you to ease this process of this transition point for you. Dive into the things that bring you joy. Allow yourself to stretch out and just breathe. Allow yourself to just blend and mold into those different things that make you really happy. Because through that process, you're going up the staircase to something, I don't know, you're being upgraded into doing something that better serves your soul. Besides, Spirit wants to play with you. Okay, so we're going to end this reading with your final card. Your reading was a little bit shorter, but it is what it is. This is what Spirit wanted for you. Oh, nice. Okay, so here, your final card here is a card 11, Comfort and Hearth. This is my favorite card in the deck. Isn't it cute? You're being aligned, Pile 3, to your sense of self, to your sense of home and comfort and joy. You're being aligned to greater passion, things that are just beyond the square box of what you've known. You're being aligned to something greater than that. And it's something that really, like I said, feeds your soul and also feeds your inner child. It might have to do with animals. I'm not sure, to be honest, but it will invoke a lot of passion. All right, so expect great things to come to you, because I can definitely see it in the cards. All right, so Pile 3, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye.